Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 23 of Snowed. The Michael Snow is a fraud story. So it's been brought to my attention that there is another woman making TikToks regarding Mr. Snow and her time with him. And so I will tag her in this video and you can go and have a look at what she has to say. And I do think that you are going to see some similarities in what we are saying. And you most definitely will once the other women come on as well. So what I do know about Corey, who is doing this other TikTok series, is what Mr. Snow had told me. And what this was that she was a friend in the Vernon area and that she was a blind widow, which is the truth, and that she just couldn't see well enough to take care of her own finances, and her mother was out to scam her and take her money. So she really needed somebody who could help her. Well, amazingly enough, Mr. Snow was there for that. Help a blind widow with lots of money. How could he not? Mr. Snow laid down the particulars of leading up to a meeting with her early on with, the half-truths. My friend Corey, she needs help, blah, blah, blah. So when he did go meet her and he said, he was meeting with her mother, and Leslie, who was also in the truck. His friend Leslie, who he's been sleeping with the whole time, if you've watched the rest of the TikToks. Anyways, so, how could anything, what? What could possibly be taking place? She's just a friend. I'm meeting her with all these people. Well, as you can tell from Corey's TikToks, that was not actually the case. But I'd already known that. So, what I understand is that from Mr. Snow, this is what Mr. Snow is telling me, is that this woman had invested in his trucking company. She had given him $110,000. And then for some reason she panicked and she just wanted $5,000 back so she could feel that he was trustworthy. So he was trying his best to return that $5,000 to her. Now, the reason she was mistrustful was because apparently she had found the articles that are online about Mr. Snow and his previous fraud charge. And apparently she had put something on Facebook regarding this. She had posted something. And you know what? At this point, I wasn't even really listening to him. I didn't care. Everything with Mr. Snow is drama and chaos. And I was just so done with that in my life. At this point, I really wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. But I do know that he was very concerned about what she was posting on Facebook. I also know that, and if you watch Corey's TikToks, you'll see that Mr. Snow was in her phone. She talks about that. And I do know that he actually has screenshots or pictures of her phone, of her bank accounts. And they are substantial. And so I do know that Mr. Snow was claiming these bank accounts to be his own and flashing them around. So I want to show you a few photos that I actually saw on Corey's TikToks. So this photo of Mr. Snow on the Harley Davidson motorcycle that some other person actually financed for him. He was also driving it with no plates, the previous owner's plates. So this photo was actually taken in front of another woman's house. And it was also a woman that he was in somewhat of a relationship with and had taken her on trips in his truck. And I know exactly who this person is. She's from my area, but I am not going to say her name. I've reached out to her. I've not heard back from her. What I do know is that he really scared her when she found out about me. And so he's very intimidating, and I don't blame her. I believe this is the woman that also benefited from one of my old phones. And you know what, sister? That's okay. I don't mind. It's really all on him, on how he managed that. He had given me some song and dance about how his ex-wife, Julie, was collecting old phones for some charity. And would I like to donate my phone? Now, my phone was well enough. It was a great phone. I could have sold it and made some money. But instead, I chose to hand it over to him to mail to Julie for this charity. That really was bogus. apparently my old phone went to this woman he was in a relationship with, which honestly, I mean, I hold no bitterness against any of these women. This, he had us all bamboozled. So I hope it helped you. I really do. Now this is a claim from something, I guess, that Mr. Snow wrote up between himself and Corey. And as you can see, he's got some particulars there. And yeah, that is his signature. But what you don't understand here, and what I noticed very quickly, was that's my business number on that paper. And I most certainly didn't know that this was taking place. So that's fraud. So again, I am going to tag her, but this is what her TikToks look like. So you can go and listen to her story. I've told you what I know about her, my version. And she's talking about her version, and I have spoken to her. Yes, we have spoken. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Now, this all took place for Corey between, I think she mentioned, the May long weekend of 2022 and September 2022. However, Mr. Snow was continuing to try to contact her well into 2023, and she does mention that in the her TikToks. But of course he does. He knows what she has in the bank. Okay, stay tuned for episode 24. I'm going to talk to you about April 2022 to August 2022.